Good morning, everyone. So today I'm filming from the kitchen because I am into juicing lately, but I don't have a juicer. I only have a blender, which means that I have to squeeze out the pulp myself. It takes forever, but it also teaches me that sometimes you have to ask yourself, what do you want? Like, you have to assess your situation and ask yourself, like, what do you have more of, time or money? Because it'll cost me a lot of money to do this. I mean, to buy an actual quality juicer. Let's just emphasize quality there. Because I looked at a couple of other ones, but it still looks like you need to work. I need something that I can just drop the fruit of or the veggie and it takes care of business. Okay. And so, yeah, I'm at the beginning stages of school right now. So all my finances are geared towards school. But I'm just also super amazed that I'm making time for this, even though it's super time consuming and it's almost time for me to go to my afternoon shift. As I'm sitting here, I'm thinking one of the videos that I have planned is actually to talk to you guys about making an additional stream of income. And honestly, what I actually want to say is it is irresponsible to only have one stream of income. I don't know about you, but like I don't have a permanent job. So I do have jobs, but they are both not permanent. Well, the ones that I spend the most time on are not permanent. And so, especially now in January, from the two jobs, only one of them um, was active, which means that from the other one, which is the higher paying one, I actually did not get paid at all. So my first full salary month will actually be end of February, which is ridiculous. So in the group chat, we have a family group chat. So I'm looking here because, yeah, two birds, one stone. So in the family chat, my brother this morning, he is never like, he doesn't talk to us. So in the group chat, it's myself, my mom, and my brother. And my brother is the one that gets irritated when he gets a notification from the group chat. That's how much he doesn't like talking. But this morning or yesterday, him and I had a chat, and I was just like, if you don't check in, then you're just forcing me to call you all the time. So now I'm telling you guys family drama, but it has a point. You're forcing me to call you all the time, but if you just checked in with me, I will know that you're okay and I wouldn't call you as much. And I think that's kind of like music to his ears. To show that something is going on with him or he's experiencing lack, which is something that I'm also working on, but I'll tell you guys about that later. Um, Sorry, what you're hearing is the juice being squeezed out, just to be clear. Anyway, sorry. Yes, it tells me that he's also having like a hard time or whatever. I'm not having a hard time, I was, but something happened over the weekend where there's a car for sale that I thought that I was gonna buy because it's a car that's really nice on fuel, but and it's really low because the price is low because the family that's selling it is moving out of the country. So I'm not gonna say they're desperate to sell, but it's within a reasonable price. But I don't have that money cash because last year my goal was to take care of debt. So the only savings I have are only gonna cover my school stuff, and it's not even gonna cover all my school stuff. So what I didn't want was the inconvenience of public transport. So this morning he sends a text and he says, um, I'm sorry, but there's just a lot going on in my life right now, and that's why I'm not checking in. And he said, I'm sorry if I'm being short with you guys. That's already like miles and miles of progress because I think sometimes he can get so heated in the moment that he doesn't see how much it affects empaths, and that's my mother and I. We are extremely sensitive to emotion. So whereas with him everything is just cut and dry, and yeah. So then he's like, I'm sorry, but there's just a lot going on at work, and there's a lot going on in my own business, and there's just so many hours in a day. Like I just can't get to everything, and sometimes you'll find that I'm under a lot of stress. And already I was impressed, but he went on to say other things, including the fact that we get paid 12 times, in my case 11, 12 times in a year is completely absurd. I've never even heard him use the word absurd live. Okay? It's absurd, and we just need to do whatever we can to not rely on that one income. And that's exactly, I agree completely, because as we speak, I have three incomes that I'm sure of, and I can't even rely on those. So this year, my goal is to work smarter and not harder. And trust me, it's a goal every year, but it's just a matter of trial and error sometimes when you need to figure out if something is going to be stable for you or if something's going to work for you or not. A few ideas that I have, that I'm going to share with you. I wish I had like a whole spreadsheet or something, but I just think that if you're really, really looking for an extra stream of income this year, there's actually a couple of things that people can do. I know that every time this kind of topic comes along, you get like your standard um, stuff, which is like tutoring, and all of that stuff. But let me tell you something about tutoring. Tutoring can help you pay your car. It can also help you maintain your car, fuel petrol, fuel. I don't know, buying wheels, tires, whatever. As you can hear, I'm not a car person. Tutoring only works if you either charge high per client, which means that you need to be teaching something quite spectacular in order for people to pay for that. And number two, you need to only offer group classes. So if, let's say, because the one guy I know who teaches maths, I think he charges 1,000 rand a month, and then he has 4 sessions throughout the month. So I'm assuming it's like 250 per session. Don't know how long the session is. And then he has like 4 people in the group. So that's 4K per month, and all you have to give up is a Saturday. Do you understand? Versus having one client that you see, also on a Saturday. So I'm assuming everybody here has a full time job. So where you have to see one client on a Saturday and you only get paid 1,000 rand. You're spending the exact same amount of energy. Another idea is to become a reseller. You need to be super popular for this to work, because in order to resell something, you must either actively do it, meaning go to store by store, depending on what you sell, or you need to be popular on social media so that you kind of become like an affiliate marketing person. One that I do know that works is with Africa. So you basically get people to sign up for fiber or fixed LTE or whatever, and then you make a certain amount of money per sale. But then you need to convert a bunch of people to make that sale, um, which I think you still don't need any startup money, but it's still money. Do you understand? Another one is becoming a supplier for the big retailers. Amazon is coming new into the game. Suppliers are already applying as we speak. Some have been applying since last year. So to become an Amazon reseller, or supplier, whatever, and then Take a Lot also does it. Macro also does it. All you need to do is apply and check the list of requirements. I always talk about Fiverr and Upwork, but it's not for everybody because it requires a very rigorous setup procedure. I don't know. Basically, to be successful on Upwork and Fiverr, you need to be patient enough with the application or the setup process. But I talk about Fiverr and Upwork all the time. I'll put a playlist up here or down in the description below. I've made over 50,000 Rand on Fiverr. I've made over 20,000 Rand on Upwork. And that 20,000 Rand I made in 9 months on Upwork. And it was a really nice stream of income. It was like 2K extra or 3K extra or even 4K extra if you add Fiverr and Upwork together. For Fiverr, in November alone, I made 11,000 Rand from writing minutes. This is one of my favorite stories. I love that story. And I also talked about it a while ago, which I'll put in the, in the description below. Just to backtrack on tutoring, sorry, I'm checking the time. Just to backtrack on tutoring, if you're scared to go out on your own or approach parents on your own, target a school, target parents at the school, target teachers at the school. If you speak to a teacher and you say, my name is this and I offer this type of service, blah, 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 that teacher is going to remember you when a student is struggling and the parent is desperate for someone to teach the child, but the teacher can't. And in most cases, teachers are way too tired and overworked to be tutors as well. Another thing you can do is become an influencer, but you must have that pizzazz to do that. Or you can become a YouTuber. You can post videos on YouTube. They lowered the monetization requirement. Now you don't need 1,000 subscribers. You need 500 subscribers. I don't know like what you need to do to take off on on YouTube, but there's plenty of videos that you can watch that can help you do that. I believe tutors should also become YouTubers. There's a lot of people that I know who teach, let's say, something complicated like accounting, statistics, even physics, all this stuff. All they do is do the tutorial on their iPads or the tablets, and record the session and upload the video as it is on YouTube. Over 1,000 subscribers, over 7,000 subscribers. Lots of people do that. And I think that's something that lecturers and teachers and tutors can do. Because you're not doing any, like you're creating something once and it keeps making money for you forever. It might not be immediate money, but it will be money at the end. But there's a ton of things that everybody can do to make an additional stream of income. It's really absurd, as my brother has stated, to just be there. Money is like I can't deal with how much money is just online. And there's money elsewhere also. Like guys, I can't deal. Like it's too much. But one salary, that's just not it. Like it's not it. I mean, I have two salaries and I need more salaries or more like sort of like another stream of income. So mm, if you have other ideas that I'm not aware of that I didn't mention, that you know makes money for you, please put it down in the comments down below so that someone else can read it and give it a try, you know? But if you want to actually, I compiled a list of tutoring companies that you can join if you're too shy to start on your own. I will put that down below. It's one of the digital products in my store. And if you want to start on Fiverr, let me know in the comments down below. I have to go. I'll see you guys later.